Hello, my dear ladies. Hello, my dear gentlemen. Tomorrow, the criminal trial against the son of Crown Princess MetteMarit of Norway begins. As expected, the German media have been preparing for days, reporting primarily on MetteMarit's serious illness, the travels she has to undertake for her health, and her great worries about her son Marius. Clearly, all these reports serve only to distract from the major catastrophe for the Norwegian royal family. MetteMarit will soon be Queen of Norway. I recently reported on her in a video. Now, a very explosive new piece of information about MetteMarit has emerged today. One that directly concerns her. She is named in the Epstein files as a close acquaintance of Jeffrey Epstein. The explanation offered by the German media is grotesque. They write that MetteMarit only met Epstein very briefly and had no contact with him whatsoever. But these new Epstein revelations suddenly state that MetteMarit was even a frequent guest at Epstein's villa. The embarrassing explanation from the German media. She asked Epstein for a recommendation for a good dentist. She wanted to have her teeth whitened. That's why she went to his island villa so he could recommend a dentist. I am speechless. I never would have thought such an incredibly primitive, stupid explanation was possible. So, the future Queen of Norway had to fly to Epstein's just for a dentist recommendation to whiten her teeth. In a later report, another German media outlet asks, with a big question mark, whether MetteMarit knew Jeffrey Epstein. Then, quite innocently, they ask, did MetteMarit also bring her children to see Epstein? All I can say is, these media outlets despise all people, all their readers. They have a monopoly on reporting the worst news stories of any kind as completely harmless. Well, the criminal trial against her 29-year-old son Marius is being held before a proper independent court in Oslo. The German media can either ignore the report, spread falsehoods, which they constantly do, downplay the situation, or simply report on the poor crown princess's terrible illness, massively diverting attention from the true catastrophe. So much for the Norwegian royal family. Now, to the Swedish royal family. They are quite close by. And once again, it's about Princess Sofia. I've reported on her before. This report simply states that Sophia is mentioned frequently in the latest Epstein files, which have just been released, even as a close acquaintance of Epstein. Yet, the Swedish royal court vehemently denied in the initial report that Sophia even knew Epstein. No, she may have been introduced to him once, but she can't even remember it. And now, this new explosive report, these new Epstein files, which now prove that Sophia and the Swedish royal court lied. Sophia knew Jeffrey Epstein very well, and for a very long time. It's just more lies, more lies, more lies. The same goes for the British royal family. Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's ex-wife. She too is heavily implicated in the latest Epstein files. Not to mention the appalling photo of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor crawling on all fours to a woman lying on the ground. And I also read that Sarah Ferguson was Epstein's mistress and wanted to marry him. Truth? Lie? Nobody knows, except the authorities. So, my dear ladies, my dear gentlemen, we are lied to in the worst possible way every single day, deliberately kept in the dark. It's systematic. The best thing to do is ignore it all. Don't read it. But who does that? The next disasters are sure to come. I wish you a nice Monday.